The underwater world is unpredictable, mysterious, and vast. We have only met a small number of the amazing and fascinating fish that live in the depths of the ocean. In fact, the variety of living creatures in the ocean is as vast as the ocean itself. And ocean scientists are still discovering new species of marine life. The underwater world is mysterious and unique. It holds secrets that have not yet been solved by humans. We invite you to meet unusual marine creatures, plunge into the unexplored depths of the water world and see its beauty. And before watching, please like this video and subscribe to the Top List channel, it is very important for us. Medusa atala. The extremely beautiful atoll jellyfish lives at a depth where sunlight does not penetrate. When in danger, it can glow, attracting large predators. Jellyfish do not seem tasty to them, but their enemies are eaten with pleasure. This jellyfish is capable of emitting a bright red glow, which is the result of the breakdown of proteins in its body. As a rule, large jellyfish are dangerous creatures, but you shouldn't be afraid of the atoll, because its habitat is where no swimmer can reach. Blue angel. This very tiny mollusk has rightfully earned its name. It seems to float on the water surface. To become lighter and stay near the water's edge, it sometimes swallows air bubbles. These unusual creatures have an unusual body shape. They are blue above and silver below. Nature has provided such a camouflage for a reason. The blue angel goes unnoticed by birds and marine predators. A thick layer of mucus around its mouth allows it to feed on small, poisonous sea creatures. Sponge harp. This mysterious marine predator is not yet well understood. Its body structure resembles a harp, hence the name. The sponge is sedentary. It clings to the sediment of the seabed and hunts by sticking small underwater inhabitants to its sticky tips. The harp sponge covers its prey with a bactericidal film and gradually digests it. There are individuals with 2 or more blades connected in the center of the body. The more blades, the more food the sponge catches. Dumbo octopus. The octopus got its name because of its resemblance to the Disney character Dumbo the elephant, although it has a semi-studded body of rather modest size. Its fins resemble elephant ears. He waves them when he swims, which is very funny. The octopus's movements are facilitated not only by its ears but also by the peculiar craters located on its body, through which it releases water under pressure. Dumbo lives at a very great depth, so we know very little about him. His diet consists of all kinds of mollusks and worms. Crab eaters. The name of this animal speaks for itself. The crab, covered with white shaggy hair, does indeed resemble Bigfoot. It lives in cold waters at a depth where there is no access to light, so it is completely blind. These amazing animals grow microorganisms on their claws. Some scientists believe that the bacteria are needed by the crab to cleanse the water of toxic substances, while others suggest that the crabs grow their own food in their bristles. Short-barked hatchet. This fashionable fish with bright red lips cannot swim at all. Living at a depth of more than 200 meters, it has a flat body covered with a shell and flipper legs, thanks to which the short-nosed netapir slowly walks on the bottom. It gets food with the help of a special outgrowth, a kind of retractable fishing rod with a smelling bait that attracts prey. Its inconspicuous color and spiked shell help the fish hide from predators. Perhaps it is the funniest animal among the inhabitants of the world's oceans. Sea slug Felomere picta. Felomere picta is a species of sea slug that lives in the waters of the Mediterranean. It looks very extravagant. Its yellow-blue body seems to be surrounded by a delicate airy ruffle. Felomere picta, although a mollusk, does not have a shell. And why would it need one? In case of danger, the sea slug has something much more interesting. For example, acidic sweat secreted on the surface of the body. Anyone who tries to eat this mysterious mollusk will be in trouble. Mollywood flamingo language. This creature is found on the western coast of the Atlantic Ocean. With its brightly colored mantle, the mollusk completely covers its monochromatic shell and thus protects it from the negative effects of marine organisms. Like an ordinary snail, the flamingo tongue hides in its shell in case of impending danger. By the way, the mollusk got its name due to its bright color with characteristic specks. It prefers to eat poisonous gongonaria. While eating, the snail absorbs the poison of its victim, after which it becomes poisonous itself. Deciduous sea dragon. The sea dragon is a true virtuoso of mimicry. It is covered with foliage that helps it to appear invisible against the background of the underwater landscape. It is interesting that such abundant vegetation does not help the dragon to move at all. Only two tiny fins located on its chest and back are responsible for its speed. The leaf dragon is a predator. It eats by sucking in its prey. Dragonfish feel comfortable in the shallow waters of warm seas. These marine inhabitants are also known as excellent fathers, because it is the males who bear and take care of their offspring. Salps. Salps are invertebrate marine inhabitants that have a barrel-shaped body, through the transparent shell of which internal organs are visible. In the ocean depths, the animals form long chain colonies that can be easily broken even by a slight wave impact. Salps reproduce by budding. Kalmar pig. This amazing and little-studied underwater creature resembles Piglet from the famous cartoon. The completely transparent body of the piglet squid is covered with pigment spots, the combination of which sometimes gives it a funny look. Around the eyes are so-called photophores, organs of luminescence. This mollusk is leisurely. It's funny that the pig squid moves upside down, which makes its tentacles look like bangs. It lives at a depth of 100 meters. Tape wall. This underwater inhabitant is quite unusual. During its life, the ribbon moray eel can change its sex and color 3 times, depending on the stages of its development. Thus, when an individual is still immature, it is colored black or dark blue. Growing up to 100 centimeters, the moray eel turns into a male and becomes blue, and at the peak of maturation, the unique fish turns out to be a female and acquires a bright yellow color. Its body has no scales and is covered with bactericidal mucus, its nose resembles 2 delicate petals, and its mouth is always wide open, which gives the fish a formidable appearance. In fact, the moray eel is not aggressive at all, and keeps its mouth open because of underdeveloped gills. Fish crab. Drop fish is enough. Christmas tree worm. Would you think that these unusual Christmas trees are worms, though not ordinary ones, but marine multibranch worms? Their shape and bright color make these creatures look elegant and unique. The bristles look very much like feathers, but they are only digestive and respiratory organs, and the body is a lined tube. The Christmas tree worm is a homebody. It spends its entire life in the hole of a coral, where it once gets sucked in, considering it the most suitable place for its existence. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, like this video. See you in the next videos.